graduate, just have a writing about you in these songs. You taking me higher, no need for a lighter. The spark of my fire inspired this poem. Come on.
Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the venerable Superdome in downtown New Orleans. But tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the New Orleans Saints. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go, Reed, go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there, with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush, talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Ready. 33, ready.
Ritter will set up to throw it. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Defense gives them a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start.
Come on, set. Hut.
They'll run on first down with Wright. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The Saints at 2-3 here to begin the new season. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
On play action, here's Ritter. And this one's incomplete. But you look at this defense. They've certainly had their struggles against the run. The 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem, when they give up those explosive runs, those 30, 40, 50-yard runs, that'll really mess up your averages.
Ritter from the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And he used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
At the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Right. Here we go. Here we go. Red 38. Set.
Ritter now. Throwing the out route and complete. It's right. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 17-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves and sticks.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Set. Hut. Ready.
Ritter. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
10 cycles. Ready. Hut.
Draw play. This is right. And he's able to get this inside the 10 down to the 9. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass him with a running play.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll start on the ground with Brooks. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Intercepted. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. 10 black. Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
And the Panther first down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That is caught. McMillan with it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Panthers.
Up the middle with Brooks here. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 51 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
To the left side, he's got McMillan. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
It's a gain of 10. And the Panther first down.
Come on, come on.
They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Cowboys, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
Get it. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Saints take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now 2nd and 5.
Black 40.
Back to throw, Ritter. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
Out of the gun, here's a give to right. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Ritter back to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
43.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Here's Ritter. That is caught. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. And the Panthers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now a 2nd and 10. A run out of the gun with Brooks. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 81 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in his first half.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They'll stay on the ground with Brooks. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
2nd and 10.
Viking 18.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking middle, and he finds McMillan. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and
5. New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for 3rd.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Come on. Set. Hawk, set, go.
From the gun, again to Mitchell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60. Check up.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. Well, let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
On the return, the Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly coming a long way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
There's a short one caught by Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Okay, break. Ready. Hut.
Ritter to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
That is incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Ready up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
at their own 20-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Dragon 60. Viking 18. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Now back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshow. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
The second down pass intercepted. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Set, hut. Set,
They'll give this to Wright, running right. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
13-yard line.
Back to throw. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Ready, ready. Set.
He'll look to throw. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now, definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Desmond Ritter taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Saints get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
17, Saints 7.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a 17-7 lead, maybe they're just looking to get into the locker room. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. His throw incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That one complete to the gut. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got Sanders on the out route. It's caught. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers would extend their lead here just before halftime. On is Fitzgerald now for the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
24, Saints 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made, is the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Down. 60 red. 60 red. Hut, hut.
Ritter will set up to throw it. He lets it go deep for Olave. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Black, next needle, blue. Set.
Final play before the half. Here's Ritter. There's Chris Olave. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 44 yards away. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Ready.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The end result, 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Come on, set. 52 blue. Drill, 52. Go. Set, cut.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nick Scorton. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Yellow, ready.
Ritter now. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. And this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Blue, 30, rail, yellow.
Ritter from the gun. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
Incomplete.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will be taken at the 13. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And it will be the Panthers' ball, first and 10.
They're on the 17-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Here we go. 19, Tiger. Viking, 18. Ready.
On the ground, it's Brooks to start the drive. And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Viking, 18.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Hawk 70.
They'll try and run here with Brooks. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 97 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
19.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins.
The lessons will continue for this rookie. He's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw here. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to take another shot here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Here's Sam Martin now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
36-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Here we go.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. First and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. From the 38 now, here comes second and 8. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Ritter from the gun on third down. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That is caught. McMillan with it. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A second-round pick leading this offense well. It'll be a first down.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go. Ready.
One more time with Brooks. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on second down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
They've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so. But ordinarily, second down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball. Now they brought up third down. They'll have to throw it anyway.
crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. In motion, the tight end. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Go now. 5, 6.
A give up the middle to right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 56 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And Ritter back to throw. Quick completion here to Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, just like last play. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Here's Ritter. Complete to right. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down.
It's 2nd and inches
43
at the 26-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Wright. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15 and spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And it's caught. And the Saints are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Ritter. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Desmond Ritter with his second touchdown of the night. And the Saints have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
27. Saints 17.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 15 there. The Panthers have a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On first and 10, it's Brooks. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking middle, and he finds McMillan. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 17-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one and earns him a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Here's a handoff to Brooks. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
19 Tiger.
And they take a knee.
Everybody rockin' side to the beat. Snap a night, break the train, stop into the groove. All by itself, fresh after we move. I'm smoking up the gang, I'm singing how it's done. I showed it what they call it. She said the food pattern, fast crystal blank.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree. Matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for Carolina, It's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for